Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bible Study with Melody. It's been a minute, I know, but that's okay. But tonight, today, this afternoon, this morning, whenever you're watching, I don't know. But we are going to talk about the book of Job, all the 1 through 40 something chapters. 1 through 21, though, is the beginning, and all of us know that because that's the one that the preachers start off with all of the time. And the power of all of that is that what I like is that God knew Job and Job knew God, and they God had an ultimate confidence in Job. So when things began to happen and Job was expected by his wife and by his friends to curse his God and die, or to say something negative about God, Job showed the ultimate loyalty, and he never did. He never brought it to God. He never showed his fists up. He never screamed out. He did, however, want to have an audience with God. And that is what, to me, refutes the argument that Job was so patient. Job was persistent. He kept, out of everything people said, the more you read his responses to every friend, Eliphaz, Bildad, Zophar, Eliyahu, all of them, Job always comes back. I just want to talk to God. I just want to see him. I just want to get his side of what has happened to me. Then God shows up in the whirlwind. And when he does, he puts Job's shoes on. He says to Job, where were you when I created the foundations? Where were you when I created the great beasts of the sea, the beasts of the field? He talks of the vicious animals. He talks of the great beasts more so than the cats and the puppies. He doesn't talk about them. He wants Job to understand something, that even though you're on this earth, there is good and there is not so good. There are understandable things and there are things that we don't understand. Why is that? Job wants to know. Why is that? We ask ourselves. Why are there unexplained things? The young man who just walked in and shot the people attending Bible study, shot the pastor and all of the attendants there, and left one. What kind of thinking, what kind of God would allow this to happen? These are the things we begin to ask ourselves. And God says, lets Job know, these are mysteries. I am God. You are not. And in that sense, by virtue of his position, we have the right to choose to stay with him, even in the midst of what we don't understand. And that's what happened with Job. Job said, I've read about you, but now I have heard you. Now I have seen you. Now I know. Now through all of this horribleness that I have been through, I know one thing for sure. You've never left me. You stayed by my side. And in our world today, that is the great comfort, that we may not get it, we may not understand everything, but it was acquainted to Job that he stayed with God, and that's exactly what he did. And then God kept his word, and he never left Job. At the end, it's a wonderful life story. Job was restored. The Lord told Job, pray for your friends. Job prayed for his friends, and the minute he did, twice, what he lost twice, it was doubled. Everything came back to him. And his sisters, brothers, I'm sure people from everywhere began to come. According to the word, they began to come near Job, talk to him, and just bringing him, just taking their earrings off, taking their rings off, and just giving him gold and silver and all of these valuable things. When at the end of the day, at the end of the moment, at the end of the year, Job could account for having not only twice as much, but even more. And it was all because he was persistent. No matter what came, what he could understand or not, he stayed with God. And the most important part of that is God stayed with Job. Y'all never give up. Never, ever, as Winston Churchill said so many years ago, never give up.